Hello everybody, Samuels Lucas here and welcome back to the railway and welcome to another review. No, this is the first review I have filmed this year, being 2025. The two reviews which I have posted this year were actually filmed last year, so there was a bit of delay in the posting of those videos. But now that it's 2025 and I've been trying to do this the previous year, but never got round to it. So I'm going to be doing it now, and it's a good time to do a review on the brand new layout. So without any further ado, the loco I'll be reviewing today is this, the Hornby Railroad Plus Rail Operations Group, Class 47, number 47812. So this isn't mine, this is a good friend of mine who has kindly lent this to me to use. It was supposed to be used in the Sun Special, which you can now watch on my channel in a previous video. And yeah, and they've kindly allowed me to review my friend's models, so there you go. So yeah, looking straight into the box, I can clearly see this is a pretty good model by just looking straight through. Also, I have noticed a few things about it, and I know I shouldn't really go into this, but I'll just make a mention of it now. I have noticed that the couplings are definitely different. Now, my Rail Operations Group Class 37 has NEM couplings, and this one has broad couplings, so I have a bit of a difference, I have to tell you, between the two. And yeah, and also it's quite nice to review another Rail Operations Group logo today. But yeah, right, I think that's enough talking about looking at the model when it's inside the box. I think we should talk about the model when it's outside the box. So let's get on with it and unbox this logo. So there is the logo on the floor, ready to be unboxed. But before I tackle the unboxing of the logo, let's have a look at the side of the box here. So the one I have here is a Hornby Railroad Plus enhanced livery logo. This is R30046 Rail Operations Group, Class 47 COCO, and it's number 47812. As you can see, it is DCC ready with a minimum radius of 438mm. So there you go. Right, time to unbox this logo and see what we have installed. So I think I will go from this end. Yep. And take it out. There we go. There you go. As you can see, it's got sort of a plastic see-through top, so you can clearly see it when through the Hornby boxed window. So let's take this out. And there's the logo. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, blimey. I have this is the first time I've seen a sort of newer Rail Operations Group livery, because obviously it's I've already seen the Phoenix Rail Operations Group livery, but this I have seen these in the on 37s, but never on 47. So this is actually quite exciting. So yeah, set a tape on me. What is going on? I don't know. Just picked up for some. I don't know where that came from. Oh, it's from the end. It's at the end of that see-through plastic covering there. But right, let's take this logo out. So it's got the two holes on the back, so I can just very gently sort of give it a hand. There we go. Ooh, yes. That's looking good. Look at that. Yeah, that. Yeah, they weren't kidding about the enhanced livery. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's looking really smart. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be absolutely 100%, absolutely 100% perfect. So obviously, this is still Hornby Railroad, but it's plus, so you get sort of a bit more to it. It'll also be quite interesting to see if. So I probably already know the answer to this and how quick this actually goes, because obviously my 3784 was an absolute fast sort of flash of an engine. This one, if this has been decreased in speed, which means it's going to be much better to control, that'd be brilliant. But knowing Hornby, they probably haven't, just kept it the same. Yeah. Anyway, it's time to put up against the white background and check out what we have in store for us today. Okay, so there is the Rail Operations Group Class 47 up against the white background, and the detail on this is, I have to say, is quite impressive when you look up closely. I mean, the whole side of this loco, which I'm showing you right now, is very well done. I mean, the lettering and the numbering is marvellous. There doesn't seem to be any signs of any sort of missed sort of overpaint, which is fine, which is good. I mean, I guess it might have been printed on. I don't know. Most likely I would have thought, as it's railroad. Yes, as you can see, you've got warning signs on both ends and in the centre of the loco. I have to say that the roof on this loco, yes, I mean the centre of it is well done, but I guess the more could have been done to both ends maybe. But then of course they'd be then going to a possibility they become like a full Hornby logo, of which this is clearly not. This is a railroad logo, a railroad plus in that matter of fact. But for now, let's start off with this end of the logo. Here it is. So as you can see, there hasn't been overly done with detail. As you can see, you've got the windscreen wipers are in the windows, which are quite clear, so you can definitely see inside, of which I can see a chair. I will show you that in a moment. As you can see, being a railway loco, you won't have any lights, but anyway, there's the two tail lights, which I think they have been painted on, and they have. You got the single light at the bottom, and the two lights in the centre of the yellow end, of which, although yes, they are clear, there are no lights inside. I guess if you wanted to, you can fit some lights and sort of modify it to make it look better, I guess, but you don't really need, I won't need to do any of this, or my friend who owns this logo. But yeah, it is looking a quite nice logo. I mean, yes, it is quite fairly basic, but good basic. Looking inside the cab, as you can see, you've got two chairs inside, of which we have the co-driver and the actual driver, which is what you want to see. Have I got any detail, like controls or anything? No, it's just a block of plastic there. Okay, that's a little bit disappointing, but you're not going to expect too much, as it is railroad. On the top, as you can see, we have got a grilled roof. I can definitely tell that it's definitely grilled, because there are some holes, but when the fan's actually touching the plastic, it also merges back into one bit, as you can see. So there's not so much to see. I mean, all the radiators are on the side of the roof. They're all molded in with the body as well, so that's a little disappointing. We have got two windows, two on this side, one end on the other end, and then two on the other side. So you can look in to see what's inside. Although, yeah, I think they made it a little bit too glossy because it's
because it actually reflects what's actually it's seeing. So that's a little bit disappointing. There is the railoperationsgroup.co.uk, which you can probably sort of go online and see what they're up to, sort of thing. You've got Rail Operations Group sort of logo on the other end. Also, I quite like this sort of design that Rail Operations Group have. The all of the sort of the lines which connect to a circle. Maybe sort of showing where it can all go. Maybe sort of go from one end to the other end of the country. Maybe. Yeah, it's quite clever. And also, it's quite clever how it sort of fades away, which is really good that Hornby has sort of brought this out. This is definitely 100% real because I have seen it. I actually saw the green one, the green version, 37608 yesterday. This is yesterday, the day before I filmed this, and yeah, that has exactly the same design, just different colour, which is awesome. The other end of the logo. Yeah, it's basically exactly the same. 2 seats, as you can see in there. The other seat, there it is. As you can clearly see, it's just a plastic block. And then around the other side, which is just basically exactly the same as the other end of the logo. So yeah, it is looking pretty good, the body wise. So that's nice. Moving down the logo, so onto the bogies, as you can see, they have been painted. The springs and the wheel covers have been both painted, with the springs being red and the wheel covers being yellow, which is nice. I've also noticed that, I don't know what's happened here, but it looks as though, what, has been spray painted white? Maybe? I mean, yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but I am really hoping that's just an over oil because I'm having some weird thoughts put into my head of what's going on there. I did notice that when it arrived. I don't know where that came from. It might have been from the owner of the previous owner, not the one who owns it now, my friend. But probably maybe, or it could have been a case when it actually came out of the Hornby onto the Hornby website. It was just a case of it was just a mistake that had happened, or the paint hadn't come through very well, maybe. And the other, that's the only thing on it. So maybe it was a mistake, probably. I mean, if it was more and more of those, then it might be more of a case of it's a defect, but you never know. So if it has just one, I mean, I have tried to rub it off, but it doesn't seem to be coming off. So, yeah, I think it was just a problem in the factory. Well, in the centre undercarriage of the logo, as you can see, you've got 2 warning signs, and also some nicely sort of painted sort of tell you sort of labels to tell you what it is, and what each door leads you to, which is quite nice. Yeah, so overall, this logo is looking pretty good, if I say so myself. So, yeah, a good logo. I'll go over to here and see what I can do. No, there's a tree. There you go. Yeah, so this is looking at a really nice logo. Also noticed I have put a curved track down, so I'm doing it so you can actually I can actually get sort of a better sort of looking logo shot, and that's all the end of the details, which is working. But enough of the details, because this has actually been going on for 8 minutes straight now. So I need to move on to something else. So let's put it down onto the track and see. Well, I do know this logo runs because you have seen it running before, and see how well it performs on my brand new layout. So there is 47812 down onto the track, ready for this video's first test run, and I dare say, knowing Hornby, it's going to be, I can hear the motor going, and then it will suddenly just take off. That's what the 47884 does. But then obviously when you turn it back down again, it's quite nice. It
goes quite slowly, and then it cuts out at one point, and then all you just hear is the motor sort of whirring around. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, and then we'll go from there. So, first of all, how well does it run immediately? Here we go. And that's backwards. Yeah. Quite quiet runner, I must say. But yeah, looking at it so far, that's actually quite a smooth runner at that sort of speed. Yeah, it's looking quite impressive. Yeah, I like that. Now, obviously, I have seen the 47812 in real life actually, because it is currently owned by West Coast Railways. So I have seen it on a tours and a support engine, which is quite nice. Which it does make it quite difficult because as it's a rail operations group loco, I have no idea what to run it with. That's later in the video. Yeah, that's going to be quite a tough one, but I have got a few ideas, which I will share with you later. But how well does this loco sort of crawl? So let's do a sort of from rest to actually moving. Ooh. That was the controller doing that for some reason. I don't know why that was doing that. I can hear it whirring, so let's see what happens. Right. Ooh. Ooh, that's quite coggy. But although it's coggy, it's consistent. Oh, it does stop. Oh, and it's actually cut out. So, hand of God. Let's just give it a nudge, something. Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay. So it's not as consistent as I would hoped it to be, but as you can see there, after a while it does give up and sort of cut out immediately. So let's try in the other direction. Yeah, that's quite jumpy. Yeah. Yeah. What's the slowest speed you can do a consistent run with? I think there. Yeah, that's quite smooth. But any slower than that, I'll just cut out again. Okay. Yeah. So slowest speed it doesn't like that much. It likes to run at sort of a consistent speed. But speaking of speed, how fast can this actually go at full power? So let's do oh, it's going okay. What is going on with this loco? It really doesn't like running at slow speeds. So let's go at 50%. Good lord. Oh my god, that is a literal pocket rocket. Yeah, it's not a pocket rocket, it's a literal Railroad Plus loco. Let's bring it back up to 50. Yeet. Oh my god. That is actually insane. Yeah, that was loco. Do I dare to do it? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's do a full speed pass by. That's going to be quite scary. Let's back it up all the way and then. Whoa! Okay, yeah. Blimey. Yeah. So Hornby haven't actually sort of done anything to the gearing whatsoever, and it's basically literal as fast as 37. Oh, blimey. Right. Yes. Okay. Wow. That's quick. But obviously, I'm not going to be running that fast when it's actually running. But anyway, speaking of running, so yeah, I don't have any Rail Operations Group rolling stock whatsoever. Now, yeah, I do know that these do sort of handle, I have seen videos of them handle freight trains, but the fact that this one did go onto West Coast Railways company, I thought to myself, I wonder if I can run some Mark 1s with it, which, I don't know, I was trying to look for it, but it didn't seem to sort of work very well. I mean, I've been using the other Mark 1s, the other ones, the other trains that we'll be running today. But yeah, there was something about it. I couldn't. I mean, yes, I can run it with them, but I thought myself because I looked at some rail tools that actually did in this livery, and there are many Mark Twos. I've only got two Mark Twos, and the two Mark Twos I'm using are running today, so I can't actually use them. So I actually I found a video of it when it was in between going from Rail Operations Group to West Coast Railways, and it was actually on a Pullman train. I think it was a Statesman, I think. So I have decided to do a Pullman train with it today. So that'll be quite exciting to do. So anyway, without any further ado, it should be in the right direction now. So let's go and send it off to connect its train. Nice smooth start up. Alright, coming in to pick up. Come in. Alright, let's make sure that all the couplings are all locked, because that'd be quite nice to show. And the answer is yes, and by the looks of it, they are all the right height. I have to think now which of these Pullmans have got dodgy coupling, because over time I've used them quite a lot, and the pins have sort of worn away, and it becomes quite easy to take them out, to take couplings out, and also the clips that sort of stick into the actual sort of body of the Pullmans. But anyway, right, let's get this show on the road. Come on. There we go. So, as I said, is 47812 with the 5 Pullman coaches I have. One day I shall get some more, so we've got a larger Pullman train, so then I can sort of do a thing like the Bell and British Pullman, because this is what these coaches would be from, and also heritage lines as well. So without any further ado, let's get this going. Don't go too fast, so I'll sort of set at that speed. That's good speed. And the next loco, which I'll be running on the inside, on the middle track, I couldn't possibly run without, and that is my Rail Operations Group Class 37, number 37884, CPS. So I've got I'm on passenger train with it today. So without any further ado, let's get this going. And just like the 47, it was quite hard to put a train in it, as it's obviously Rail Operations Group, and I don't have any Rail Operations Group rolling stock. Oh, lovely. That was a bit of sudden stop. But anyway, it's going quite smoothly now. On the very inner track, I haven't got any other Rail Operations Group locos that I do run, that can run, but there is another Rail Operations Group loco on the track today, so if you see it, put down in the comments of what you think it is. So on this one track, I am running the other Class 47 I have that I own, which is the one which is 47. I can't remember which one it is. 47 to 87 anyway. So I've got a nice BR blue train for you today. So what we're going to do, let's get it going. That's like a nice runner, really nice runner.
with both Mark 1s and Mark 2s. Well, after a pretty successful running session, that was, yeah, I have to say, one of the best ones of the year so far. I mean, the only problem I had was 3784 sort of uncoupled from its train at one point, and because obviously the amount of weight behind it sort of slowed it right down, it obviously just took off and nearly collided with its train. So thankfully I managed to see it just in time before it collided with it, so that was lucky. So anyway, that is all I've got time for today. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe to keep my channel going. And if you'd like to see anything you want to see done and filmed this year, then please do write ideas down in either this video or any other videos that you come across. And yes, and well, the logo I was talking about, you can actually see right now. Yeah, that ROG 37. I won't tell you what number it is. I'll leave you to guess of what logo it is. Here's a hint for you. I have said the actual number of it and the name, I think, in a previous video. Yeah, how about that? How about that? But anyway, I shall see you all next time for some more Samuel's Locos videos, reviews, and train spotting videos. I'll let these. I'll let the Phase 784 head off. And maybe shall I wait for 785 to come back around one last time? Yeah, I'll probably do that. Well, bit of a running movement for it so you can see it properly. Here it comes. There it goes. Right. Goodbye, everyone.